back from vacation. Focus for this week is mostly catching up on all the stuff. Probably specking out the curation. That is something I would like to do this week. And yeah, general design stuff. And I pass it over to Lauren.
Giveth. I'm feeling good. I'm happy that it's Monday, and I'm a little distracted by some Twitter stuff, but feeling good. My focuses for the week are to push out givebacks and support and any coordination stuff, and just make sure that we have all of that set up, and a few other comms things like some interview questions and just getting some things in order. Yeah, it's Monday. I'll pass it to Matteo.
Hey guys, happy week. Intentions for this call is to get in sync with everything related with tough decisions. I want to participate, and for this week I feel really motivated to work on the new version of the app and solve as many issues as possible before the give back if it's needed. Happy to be here, and I'll pass it to Amin.
Hello everyone. This week I'm motivated to talk about hiring if it's interested for you. And and after that mixing up with you guys. I pass it to Mitch if he has not gone.
I did go, but I will pass it to Griff.
I'm excited to talk, just check in on givebacks and make sure that that's all working well. And then, although I guess most of that might be the DAP meeting, and then just check on any of these forum posts, although I'm very excited to hear what Amin has to say about hiring too. And distractions, so many, but I'm excited to be here and push forward. Willie, I'll pass it to Willie.
Thanks, Griff, GM, everybody. I am feeling mostly recovered. That COVID really rocked me. It was not a joke. But excited to be back almost at 100%. Definitely planning to be working full-time again this week. Focus for this week, I'm going to get that post up about the Give stream as a concept so we can see people like that and potentially start floating it past some other projects. And yeah, looking forward to seeing the Give creation spec markup. And I will pass it to Rochelle.
Hi everyone, happy Monday. I'm feeling great and awesome, and my focus for this week is some spreadsheets, documentation stuff, and other tasks for other orgs. And my intention for this call is to think with everyone and the governance. And I'll pass it to Ashley.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. I'm feeling a little bit scattered this morning, just as like the end of last week left things kind of out of focus, but today's a good day to get to-do lists and everything all together. My focus this week governance-wise is I have a couple of forum posts that I want to get made. Nothing else really governance-wise, and my intentions for the call just to kind of sync up and see where we are in the forum and in the DAOs and if there's anything that I can do to support. And I will pass it to Ann Brody.
Hi there. I'm feeling good, and since I am still new here, my intention for the week is to learn as much as possible and to understand where I can contribute. And to interact with more people here. And I will pass it on to Guru Anansi.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Blessings. It's been a beautiful day for me. I've been trying my best to work on the onboarding. It is also carnival season. It's in my island. So I'm pretty much preoccupied with that. My intentions for the week is basically trying to understand more the body system, to give it and try to be more active within the community space and learning more like how to integrate a better onboarding process from my side. So yeah, for the call, it's just again to listen and learn and try to again communicate as best as I can. And I will now pass it on to Nozu, I guess.
I didn't hear you. Who did you say?
Mojo.
Mojo. Mojo, are you here today? No Mojo. Okay, well, if you choose to speak up, go ahead. But I can pass it on to Mo.
Okay, so hey everyone. It just came to the meeting. So
Sorry, we can't hear you very well. I don't even know if you're talking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying, can I pass it to someone else now?
I mean, sure. Monique, do you want to go?
Thank you. Good morning, good evening. I feel happy today. My focus for this week is just to sync with you all guys, plan for our next release, and also do a kind of retrospective and contribute with Mish to finalize that the documentations. And I'm feeling happy. Yeah, I pass it on to who's left.
I think Willie went.
Hi.
I am. Hey guys. Yeah, I'm glad to get updated. I would do like some maintenance this week. Finally, we can start with the light task. More at the dev call, I guess. And we should talk about that later. Am I the last one? I'm not sure.
You were.
All right.
Great. Well, let's move into some priority agenda items. There was this one from last week that I didn't really get any clear action items from, and this was the December payments. So I can see that they went out, but then there's some notes here about like what we're going to be doing in the future. So I don't know if there was anything left regarding this, Griff or Fischel.
I think there is a forum post about about sorting that out. The big thing left is that we need to actually make a proposal. I think we did make a forum post to reimburse me for paying everyone. And then, or if we, I can't remember if we did. Fichelle's managing the forum post. And then, but I was just going to keep paying everyone in stable tokens because that's just what works best. And then if people want Give, they buy it on the open market.
Okay, right. Okay, that makes sense. It's good. I think I just lost that forum post. So just keep paying in stables, and there's not really anything left for this besides if people want to leave advice in the forum post.
For the December month, can't we just like make a vote in the Argive DAO to reimburse Griff for those payments, since that's what we agreed to? And then going forward, we were going to come up with like a better system of like what has to be communicated.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for the 5-day advice process to go through.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I suppose we'll wait for updates on the forum post then. Cool. Okay. Next topic here, this is again from last week. We've got the creating a snapshot voting instance. And so I think this one is still pending a post, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't get to it this weekend.
It's all right. I just have to leave it there so that we don't forget it. Anything? I don't think there's anything more to talk about then this week. Okay, cool. We'll wait for the forum post then. And another one for you, Griff. Here, you're on fire, man. Giveth home partnership with Dawn. This is again another loose end.
Yeah, letting that one sit.
Okay. All right. Cool. Can we expect a forum post like some point?
Yeah. definitely after the TC launches. Let's try for not this week.
Sure, no problem. We'll keep moving. And there was also this one from last week, fund management. I think this was Willie. We had a lot of great ideas, and just if there's any updates.
Hodl's one worked or went through. Looks like flying colors on a token swap with Bright is our first token swap. We're just waiting for multi-sig addresses from the Bright DAO crew, and then we'll put that on the forum or put that on the conviction voting.
So the proposal passed. Like the proposal went through the advice process, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And everyone voted unanimously on the poll, like support.
Okay, and we're waiting for the multi-sig addresses from Bright ID, and then we can make a proposal on the Give Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Anything else with this, like token reactor, token swaps, ELK? I know we got the stream as a service, which Willie touched on.
I don't think anything else is in motion yet, but this Bright ID one is a good first token swap. Pretty soon, considering we just launched like less than a month ago. So awesome that they're open to doing a swap, and I think we can just take this as a template. It's awesome that Hotel's running with this and keep doing this with other projects especially ones that are either already on Gnosis chain or want to get some more liquidity on Gnosis chain. Fox, I think, would be potentially interested. One other thing that is related to like fund management and stuff, Ichi. So I got to hang out with the Ichi folks a little bit, and if you guys are familiar with Ichi, they help projects launch stablecoin, like their own community-owned stablecoin that's backed one-to-one. It's pretty cool because normally, like, to mint a stablecoin with ETH, for instance, you have to put up like 150% ETH to mint one DAI. These Ichi One tokens, you put up $1 of collateral, 80% in the stablecoin, and 20% in your governance token. So like 80% XDAI, 20% Give to mint one Give, and then you can do all sorts of cool stuff once you have these these stable coins, and there's some really good tokenomic benefits, and it kind of acts as like a sink for Give, just putting Give behind this in this vault that's backing these tokens. And then another interesting thing is that all of the reserves sitting in the vault can also be like deployed into DeFi to generate yield. Anyway, they're open. I can get a conversation started there. If anyone wants to chat with them, they're keen to chat with us. And we could be one of the first projects on Gnosis chain to have a one Give, basically. And they're open to doing it with to deploying on Gnosis chain and to doing it with XDAI instead of USDC. All the one tokens right now are backed with a mixture of the governance token and USDC. So that's one update. I'll push that conversation forward this week too. I have a DM, and they're keen to chat with us. I think we should keep pushing forward these token swaps, and then the Give stream I think is going to be a nice complement or supplement to the token swaps. They don't have to go together. You could just do a token swap, or you could just do the Give stream. But for any project that we are doing the token swap with, or any project that's interested in doing the Give stream with, we can also have that token swap conversation. And I think they'll go hand in hand. So action item for me is to get a blog post or a forum post up about that this week. And then we'll get the conversation going with Ichi.
I'd love to have all these ideas written down from you, Willie, because they sound super interesting.
Yeah, you bet. Sorry, I was juggling last week, and I'm back on it this week.
No, that's all right, man. It's cool, man. COVID got you down.
For sure.
Thanks for back up. So I'm excited. Any points that people want to add to what Willie was just talking about?
So excited about Ichi. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Ichi, nice. Cool. Well, that's all we have from the priority agenda items. If we're going into the Give Garden here, the only active proposal we have is helping out Coco, who sent Give to the token address. Proposals that passed, the EVM CRISPR miner sponsorship passed, as well as these old ones from updating some parameter configurations. In the NR Give DAO, we've got 4 or 5. We got 1, 2, 5 votes active right now for token mintings for the Q4 NRGive distro. So you guys can check out those. Currently, they're all set to pass quorum, so it's not really any immediate action that needs unless you disagree. But that's it for the DAOs, I believe. And then if we move down into the forum posts, just mentioning the Q4 NRGive distro. If you want to follow the thread or you need more info, the link is right there. The working group PAN allocations. Do we have a Danny this morning? No, we don't. So it looks like Danny put up a post just a couple hours before this call about discontinuing PAN payments. And so I haven't had a chance to read this fully before this meeting. But basically, what we want to do with PAN going forward, we can start collecting advice on that, since we'll be no longer using it to distribute to current contributors. Does anyone have any comments on that don't belong in the forum? Love it. Okay. And there's a new one here from a few days ago, I believe, and this is for Polygon Integration. And I think this is actually a really interesting post here. I think they're talking about basically just bridging the Give economy and creating some pools on QuickSwap. And so I'm wondering if you guys have any thoughts or discussion points you want to add around this.
The Give economy, like to have the stream and the farms and blah, 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 or just to bridge the Give token, basically.
The whole shebang. Deploy Give to Polygon, upgrade Give economy to support and reward stakers on QuickSwap, SushiSwap.
Yeah. I mean, okay, cool. I'll comment in the forum post.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff. Like, we would have to have
we allocated some rewards to liquidity mining. They're going for the 6 months. Then after that, we were like, not sure what we're going to do with this fund. So if we're going to use this one for this, we'd have to debate it or decide. But
yeah, we would have to like take the tokens we've already allocated for future farming, like out of wherever, and like dilute them basically so that we could have rewards on Polygon.
Yeah, totally. This is an awesome discussion. I'm excited that the Chad Phi is pursuing this. He commented a couple times in the Discord server. So yeah, I think this is a great one to engage on. It's a cool opportunity.
Okay.
I would say I'm mediocre on trying to do more farming, but I do think
you're mediocre on doing more farming.
Yeah, ideally we don't have to do any more farming besides what we're doing now, and then we just start trying to collect liquidity and own the liquidity instead of renting it. But I'll also engage with the forum post.
Okay. Cool. Great. Any more comments on Polygon integration? Nice. Okay. Rainbow rolls. Yeah. So I went ahead with Danny's suggested distribution. And so we'll be taking 30% of that 20 ETH donated, and we'll be distributing it to projects on Giveth.io. And so we had the idea to do this between unicorns, so current contributors. You can go in and nominate 3 projects that you want, that you think should receive some of this, whatever that is, like 7 or 8 ETH, something like that. And so there's a spreadsheet there. Since it's limited to unicorns, you just have to request access to it. And I'll keep this up all week until Friday. And then I heard some feedback from Lauren, so maybe we'll have like some sort of like synchronous moment where we can like look at all the projects nominated and maybe give more perspective on it. And then we'll basically, everyone will decide the same way kind of that we did PAN payments. Everyone will decide how much they think each project should get. and then we take an average and then push it out to 100% of that 30%, basically. Does anyone have any questions about this or comments?
I'm just curious, so it's like any project that's listed on Giveth, not just verified projects. And are there any qualifying factors that we're like looking for, or areas that we're really looking for, like looking for projects that don't already have study funding, or I don't know? I'm just curious, trying to...
There's no requirements. I think it should be open for the discretion of the unicorn, but kind of like on the spreadsheet there, like, everyone has to please put their name on it. So like, there's kind of this social reputation at stake if like people pick bad projects. And I think maybe just think it through a little bit, when you're nominating a project, and I'll leave that at the discretion of the nominator.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions? Wow, damn, we're flying through this. So the Give Treasury swap, we just talked about this. This is the post from HODL. And so I think Griff already gave us an update on that. And the KPIs for Giveth, wow. So here we are. Last note was table until post-launch. And here we are post-launch. I remember that Marco and Monique both had some ideas around KPIs, and I don't know if you guys want to add anything to this or...
Say at the comments. I promise.
Yeah, not at this moment.
Okay. Monique?
Yeah, sure, add the comments in this report.
Okay,
For
cool.
sure.
All right.
I think aren't the KPIs somewhat obvious? Like the number of projects, number of donations, amount donated, like those are obvious ones, right? And
sorry, but the discussion arose after the methods that we are going to do pen distribution. And that time I was suggested that it could be based on the KPI if you want to go down, the ecosystem. For example, every working group or every circle have its own budget. But I think the whole agenda was changed, and I don't know we can continue with this topic or not, but I think that if we have a plan for products or for ecosystem, we can analyze it better to which working group what has to do what, and what sort of targets or goals, for example, for this quarter, so everybody gets aligned. So this was the idea.
Cool. Thanks for the background on it. I'm looking forward to setting some goals. And I like the idea. That is a pretty cool idea of tying it into the PAN payments. I didn't realize that was part of the discussion, but like, how can we actually have these KPIs be incentivized and rewarded if we hit them?
Mm-hmm. And obviously, since we're just discontinuing PAN payments, we'll have to rethink that one. Okay. Anything else to add for KPIs?
Not that it's necessarily geared towards KPIs, but now that we're like 2 weeks post-launch, it would be really cool to look at some of our analytics and get some data. I know at one time Fabio had worked on a dashboard, but I think it was based off of a snapshot and it's no longer like live updating. But seeing that he made that really awesome one for the Give economy, I wonder if he'd be interested in making a dashboard that we could see live, like number of donations, number of projects.
Yeah, so I already talked to Fabio about this, and he said he's down to create it. And we were talking about making like a givebacks dashboard, and then we could. I was going to talk to the comms team about it. We could create like comms around after the givebacks rounds go out. We like link to the dashboard. We talk about some of the specs that came from it, et cetera, et cetera. And it can say like how many people donated and who they donated to, and the top 5 projects and the total amounts donated. So I created an issue for this, or. Yeah, and I talked to Fabio about it, so I totally agree, and it's already starting to happen.
Mm-hmm. We have some data being captured by Amplitude, but I have a suspicion that it's not capturing everything correctly.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to read it, but it looked like only $100,000 worth of donations have been donated on the DApp since we started, but that's not true because at least 100,000 have been donated to just one project that I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Anything else for this or? Nice. Last thing I have here is the DAO Guilds post. I think this is an old one. Oh no, this is old. I'm sorry, guys. Cool. Well, man, we blew through this in like half an hour. Is there anything else anyone wanted to talk about relating to Give governance?
Amin had something on hiring.
Go ahead.
Amin?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very important. Because we should we need some. We have some positions for hiring. DevOps. All agree that we need some DevOps specialists. After that, I don't know whether we need a full stack or backend developer. It can be discussed. But for hiring them, we should be agree on some procedure. I and Monique discussed it today, and we know that we have some recruiter. And we have someone, I don't know whether Griff knows whether has recently hired for such a staff. In order to help us on hiring. The point is that we should, I think the first step is to prepare the technical, prepare job descriptions, job descriptions for DevOps. For this case, of course, Kai can be great help because he knows how an eligible DevOps specialist look like these days. And yeah, about if we agree for a full stack developer or anything, anyone else, we can prepare the job description. We should do it soon because if you want to do anything important, it takes time to hire and onboard, and if you start even today, it's not soon if it's not late. Yeah, we did some. We tried some. We advertised something in my LinkedIn in Persian to find a local developer, but maybe it would be better to organize that and have as I said, an advertisement and distribute it in many places. Yeah, that's it. I don't. It would be good to discuss it. Who is good to reach out, talk with? Who want to? Maybe you can have a separate call with technical specialists and recruiters to discuss how we can process on that.
Yeah, I think we can push Heather to help with maybe Kai's support, make a DevOps job description. The only requirement for DevOps is basically that there's some sort of strong recommendation from someone that we trust. So that's going to be the blocker on DevOps, and also there's a lead solidity developer application out there as well, and that's those are the two that we need to know who they are, or at least have some trust line with them, but the rest are all way more open, and we can hire anyone anywhere.
We need DevOps only for Giveth, or no, you will use that specialist for others, things like, I don't know, for common stack or other places. and whether it needs to be full time or not.
I was imagining, it's sort of an emergency. So if we had a trusted person who could come in at part-time, I think we would take them. But we're definitely looking for a full-time. And yeah, there's a lot of needs. So for the common staff, nobody has a DevOps person. So I was definitely thinking it'd be more of someone who would cover multiple things.
So what I hear is that basically, Amin, Griff, and Heather, you guys will need to coordinate, and probably Kai for the DevOps job description.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Cool.
I'll just make a room right now.
Okay, good. Are there any other topics for this on hiring?
As I talked with Griff, we also need testers and kind of maybe Scrum Masters. But I'm really a little bit confused. Do we have to go forward with Frishel, Ahmed, with Heather, Ahmed, or actually who's responsible? What's the flow?
Well, if you want them to be paid, you definitely want to work with Frishel. And it's like each person kind of, and also if you want them to be onboarded, you want to work with Heather because she does the cultural onboarding and works them through that. So like it's not that you don't have to go through them. There shouldn't be blockers, but if you want it to be easy, you should definitely use the team. And it's always better to just keep people in the loop. But if you want to push forward and you think that they're slowing you down, then don't worry about it. They shouldn't slow you down. But they're not going to get paid unless you talk to Frishel, that's for sure. And we'll need what do you call it? Like job, work agreements and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't think any of those. I mean, Heather does pre-qualifying interviews if you'd like her to do it. And yeah, that's kind of the game these days. But I think especially if it's someone that you're closely working with, Monique, and you're just like, I want to hire this person, they're not going to block it. They're just going to support it.
Thank you.
Cool. Does that make it work clear for you, Monique?
Yes.
Great. All right. Anything else on this, guys? Wonderful. I see Danny joined, and I just wanted to go back up and give you a second to talk about the PAN allocations post that you put up a few hours ago. I don't know if you have anything to add besides what's already in the post.
I don't have anything to add in particular. I just think this is a great opportunity for us to collaborate across organizations and hit some of the goals that we've set and look at how we don't have to reinvent this here, because it's, we started it with Giveth, and Common Stack and Token Engineering have leveled it up. So let's leverage what's learned from there and the fact that we have people on all three teams to try to be consistent where we can.
Okay. Cool. Well, I saw you joined late, but we managed to blow past basically everything that was on the agenda.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't change the time on my computer, so I didn't know what time it was.
So I'll just give you a quick moment if there's anything important you need to share, Danny.
No, I'm flying back tomorrow, so I'll be back in Costa Rica tomorrow night. And I've been staying on top of all the voting and anything that I get tagged on. And wow, there's just so much action happening, you guys. This is awesome.
Wonderful. Well, I mean, if there's nothing else here, we can just move down into the closing round and end this bad boy early. So we'll just go around, give us a couple words. How you feeling for the week? How you feel after this meeting? Myself, I'm very impressed by how efficient we are with governance. I really think we're nailing it. and I will pass it to Lauren.
Sorry, too many mutes. This was a very fast, efficient meeting. Hats off to Mitch for doing such a great job. I'm feeling excited that it's Monday and ready to dive into some Giveth economy things and some comms things. I'll pass it to Griff.
Param debates are next. If you want to continue some crazy governance fun, we're going to do some debates in the next in the TEC. So I'm excited about that. Also, just really stoked to see token swaps already happening. Hodl is in a work retreat with his BitMEX team. He works for BitMEX, so he might be MIA for the next couple days. So we probably won't get a full start on that until he gets back on Thursday. But then it's Token Reactor and all these things. If anyone wants to lead some of these cool projects of getting token swaps or pushing, getting this Token Reactor, if you got any free space, we need the support. So, but ideally you're a go-getter and you know how to get things done and make it happen. I'll pass it to Kai.
Hey there. Cool. Also very impressed how governance evolves. Probably we're missing a few points though. So it's nice to be early, but I feel like we need to put stuff back in the agenda. Not that I did anything, just saying. I have a little closing tip. Last time I was browsing ETH Global Discord and they have a huge job channel. And I was quite impressed with just browsing through. So for anyone who looks at especially hiring somebody from the Ethereum community, ETH Global has a chat room in their Discord. I give it to Lauren. No, she went. I give it to Monique.
Thank you all. I'm feeling great and focused right now. I'm a little bit distracted for the next call.
Right. You don't have a lot to say. No pressure.
I pass it to Forrest joins us.
Yeah, hey Forrest. Sorry, we were really fast.
No, it's all good. I love the firm I love the firm facilitation, Mitch. Really epic. And I'm feeling super productive, excited to dig in. Got my time blocks today. Feeling good. I will pass it to Frishelle.
I'm feeling excited for the week and for the stuff to do that's been added, possibly talking about body system and also work agreements. So I'm excited for that. I'll pass it to Amin.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I'm seeing that we are becoming bigger and more organized and such this kind of calls. And yeah, I'm so excited about hiring. I pass it to Willie.
Thanks, Amin. Yeah, we're down it, y'all, and I love to see it. Great stuff with governance so far, great participation, and great work on this meeting, Mitch. It is really nice. I was just DMing those Ichi people, and I'm like, yeah, and why don't you just post in the forum, and then if you get it up this week, you can join us at our governance call next week and answer questions. And it's pretty awesome. I think governance, it sounds like it's all slow and bureaucratic, but the whole idea that we can go from an idea to a funded proposal in a matter of weeks is actually pretty amazing and pretty powerful. So I'm excited just to get better and better. And we're just getting started, and it's all uphill from here. We're going to get better at governance, and it's a powerful new tool that's available to us. So very, very excited and looking forward to it being the best year ever. I will pass it to Danny.
Yeah, hi. Let's see. I'm very curious and excited this week about how Givebacks is going to sort itself out. I have a variety of folks who are really excited about being donors and working out, understanding how Giveback works for all of the givers is the area that I have a lot of questions coming in about. So, yeah, happy to see how that's happening, and trained my daughter on how to manage the give economy, and she totally got it, and she figured it all out and how to do some really cool stuff. And I'm just really, really happy to see that this is that easy. I can teach my mom and my daughter how to do this. I'll pass it to Marco.
Thanks, Danny. Feeling good. A little bit overwhelmed, I think, with all the information and catching up this week. And yeah, looking forward to this week. Pass it over to Mateo.
Yeah, I'm feeling super productive this week. I'm gonna make that work. I'm really happy to have done this meeting. That was really productive. Thanks, Mitch. And yeah, kind of sad that I cannot make to the param call on the TC next, but I will join the next one. Yeah, I'll pass it to Ashley. Have you gone?
Nope, not yet. Yeah, I'm feeling excited as well. It's really cool to see already a funded proposal in the garden since launch and to see how that will work going forward. We are also, from a comms perspective, working on like a template for proposals in the future, so it should be easier for people to create proposals and know which DAO they're going to go to. Yeah, but excited, feeling focused, and I will pass it to Guru and Nancy.
Guru, are you there? All right. Well, if you get this, feel free to unmute. I'm going to pass it on to Ann Brody.
Yeah, I'm feeling overall good. I'm excited to learn more. And just on the hiring, I actually have a lot of dev candidates from Iran who just completed Solidity training, and I would be happy to connect them to Amin.
Nice.
Cool. Do you want to pass it? I think. Oh, who we got left here?
Who hasn't gone?
Oh man, I don't know if Earth or Momet Pello. I see you guys joined. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts you want to share before we wrap this up. Cool. Well, it looks like we got everybody. So enjoy your 15 minutes. Maybe I'll see you in a debate. Maybe I'll see you in a dev call. Hopefully both. And thanks for joining the governance call. And we'll do this again same time next week.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Guys.
See you guys.
See you in the
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Hey guys, bye.
Bye.